driving down the road here and see how loud this is? Do you hear that rattling? Well, everybody else hears it. That's my exhaust dragging on the ground. Problem is, it just went ahead and did the whole ejecto rusto from the catalytic converter there. So I did the right thing and just reinstalled that with the old Bluetooth connection there. As cool as it is to be sounding like a teenager as I rip out of the neighborhood in the morning on my way to work, I'm going to go ahead and fix on the Ranger today. I think I'm going to go ahead and just film this backwards like a Tarantino movie. I'm going to show you the right way to do this. Well, right way, the redneck way to do this that's going to work. And then after that, you can watch all of the failed attempts, which are mildly comedic. But I bought this flexible hose, a little part number there, I guess, if you wanted it. Just a 2-inch pipe, really flexible. And then I cut the end of it here so I can cram that into the catalytic converter. We'll hang it up, we'll connect it to a little intermediary pipe with the muffler there from the Zon, and should be good to go. Check that out, it sits just, I didn't even measure that. It sits just about perfect. And then the pipe will be held up right there. And then a little intermediary pipe and connect to a muffler. Look, a little hanger there to help us out. This is gonna work out great. I'm gonna pivot my plan here. This muffler is kind of heavy, and where the exhaust hangers are with the stock location isn't great. So I have one of these little like make it your own exhaust hangers, and this little cross member's got a hole right up there. My plan is just, I'm gonna line up that little guy, and then I'm going to hang the muffler right there on that side. And if it's not enough, I can always add another one of these on the other side and kind of do a tour. But I think the one's going to be fine. And then I will cut this down to size so it'll connect right here, muffler, and then more tailpipe kind of on the back end. Alrighty, just hacked up a little piece that I had from the last failed attempt to fix this. And that one's going to go in there. And that one is going to go in there, and that should give enough for the other two ends to connect onto. So this is just going to slide in like that, and then one of these guys right around there, little bolt clip, seal it all up, do the other thing to the other side with this longer piece, and we'll be able to hang everything. Well, that's what I came up with here, is this hanger, right? So, you know, just bolts to the cross member there. Let me get the top. You guys can see, not too bad. I think it'll work. I'm gonna use this muffler cement to cram this into the catalytic converter. I think it'll help hold everything together. I would describe this as functional, not fashionable, so to speak. But everything's looking like it's lining up, and then check this out. Got one of these build-it-your-own hangers sitting up there with the original stock hanger location. And, you know, like I say, functional, not fashionable. Just for good measure by the catalytic converter, though, I'm going to do some exhaust weld from the JB. It's just a little wrap. They even give you gloves, so that's cool. And it's like an ace bandage wrap for an exhaust. Something like that. I did a couple wraps around the hanger there and then the joint, and you know, functional, not fashionable. Let's see what it sounds like. I don't feel any leaks. Cool. This was my temporary fix, right? Because I needed something. I was leaving too much exhaust pipe on the public roadway, and I went to a proper shop. I said, how much would it be to fix all this? And they said, well, it's gonna be an absolute boatload of monies. And I was like, well, I don't have a boatload of monies. Would you take like a sprinkle of monies? And they're like, no, it's a boatload. That's how much it costs. So I took my sprinkle of monies and I bought this little connecting pipe that's already pre-expanded, right? Because then that kind of whoop accepts that. And then this little adapter-rooney deal. So what that's going to do is just go boop. And then this is going to cram right into that catalytic converter. And to hold it all together, I've got the steel stick, a stick made out of steel, pretty sure that's what that is, some goop, muffler cement, and then exhaust weld. I don't have a welder here, so I'm just going to use this. Being a man of simplicity, I'm going to use 2 tools, 3 if you count this guy, but really just 2. The Chicago Electric Sawzall, it saws all, and then the Irwin little hammer guy there, and that's it. Now look, we can be silly, but we also have to be science about this. I don't want to cut too much because I bought a fixed length of pipe, right? I can't grow it if I cut too much. So I'm going to dry fit stuff and then wet fit it. Is that a term? I don't know. Get your eyeballs right up in there. Yeah, right up in there. We've got that oxygen sensor poking through, but other than that, not a whole lot going on. Got a nice little bend in the pipe on that side. That could be interesting. So if we just test fit, it's probably the bend in the pipe there. Stand by. That didn't work at all. Well, maybe get a little more leverage on this guy. Maybe. I feel like we're not making the progress I would like. Third tool we're going to use here, well, fourth again if you count this guy, is just the old Chicago Electric grinder without a flap disc, because I don't have any little flap discs for this guy, and I can't find my big grinder. So here we go. And it's important not to measure when you do this, because you don't want to give yourself an opportunity to stop. You want to just get to the point of no return and then keep going. And let's be honest, I mean, Kohl's is going to take this Amazon return anyway. Gosh dang it. That's why you don't measure, you know? You just want to keep cutting until you get it right. If I was building a rocket for SpaceX, that would be an unacceptable cut. But for a Ranger hoopty fix, I think it's just what the doctor ordered. Yeah. Oh, boom. Done. Nope. Come on now. Just gotta. All right. Shh. Stay. Then we gotta cram this guy in there. Look at this. We are not going to have a lot of room for air. So I'm going to cut, I think, right here. But before we do this, I'm going to take my old strappy-doo off. Way too much ratchet strap action going on here. I learned something today. Somebody else has been in here playing fuck games with the exhaust as well. Because this is not a factory situation going on at all. What's going on here? The list of tools is growing. I'm gonna need one of those, one of them's, and one of these, because I gotta get these guys off. None of that shit went the way that I thought it would. Come on, this is getting to be an unrealistic amount of time spent on this job.